past 2 years, Jocko Fuel has been the only supplement I've consumed. It's helped me stay in shape now that my competitive career is finished. If you've been waiting to try Jocko, the wait is over. Jocko has now teamed with Walmart, bringing clean fuel to the entire nation. Jocko Fuel is loaded with all the good stuff and none of the bad. And I'm talking no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no gray area or banned substances. Just pure, clean fuel to power your performances. Jocko Fuel is now available in Walmart nationwide. Products available at your local Walmart are Jocko Malt, ready to drink, Jocko Malt powder, and Jocko pre-workout. How convenient. Guys, the time is now. Consider trying some of my favorites like Jocko Go and Jocko Hydrate. You can even do it online. Use code Chael30 at JockoFuel.com or just stop by your local Walmart and get your hands on some Jocko ASAP. Don't wait, might not last. Fuel up with Jocko Fuel and crush your goals. Now there's no excuse for not having clean fuel. Guys, I want you to go get Jocko Fuel today at Walmart. Chris Curtis gets knocked down. His opponent turns and walks away. Referee Mark Smith steps in, stops the fight. Okay. That looked right to me. Like everything that I just described, that looked right to me. Curtis takes a shot. I believe in this case it was a head kick. Curtis goes down. Opponent turns and walks away and even looks back at him. Referee sees what's going on and stops it. Official time left on the clock, 1 second. That all sounds right to me. Have you seen this exact situation, guys? I mean, can you think of an example where you saw this, and bring boxing into it if you want? Have you seen this exact thing where one guy goes down? He's not in a hurry. He's not doing anything. He's not in a hurry to get up. He is not effectively protecting himself at all times. The number one rule in the sport. He's not. He's just there. He's just existing. He's just looking at the opponent. Okay, now make sure you're staying focused here. This is a learning experience for everybody because of what I just said. While it may not appear that he is effectively protecting himself at all times, he is not under attack. There is no jeopardy of him being punched in the head, punched in the ribs, kicked, kneed, stomped on, submitted. There's no jeopardy of any of that because his opponent has walked away. And because there is no threat, because there is no imminent danger, because he is not in jeopardy, to apply a TKO, which the referee steps in and does what the fighters failed to do, which is to surrender. What the fighter's corner has failed to do, which is to stop the fight. Ultimately, the referee has to step in and break the action. Is not the right call. Do you know that? It is very interesting when you hear it from this regard, right? Because we've seen some of the great Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt is most known for anything he's known for, of having the walk-off KO. And it looks cool. I gotta tell you, I've been training before and fantasizing that I would have one of those moments. And Mark always knew when to turn and walk away. Mark was never wrong. When Mark landed that hook, when Mark put somebody down and he turned to walk away, he always had it right. And in Chris Curtis's spot, that's not necessarily true. He was cautious. He was awake. You may believe that he was aware of how much time left, which was not none and was not much, and he just wanted to get a little space, get a couple of deep breaths. I suppose we would never know. And frankly, when you start playing that game, that's kind of when you're going against the laws of logic, trying to talk yourself into something that might have happened if, bottom line, for the rule, if you are not in imminent danger, if you're not in reasonable danger, if you are, in fact, intelligently protecting yourself, which being in a spot where your opponent is 10 feet away, there's no way for you to be endangered. That is the argument of the rule. And then you have people that are upset because there's 1 second left on the clock. And so the handicappers, the bettors that they're over there betting that this fight won't go into the third round, just for example, that this fight ends via decision as opposed to knockout, just by example. So it's a very interesting position. When the referee stopped this fight, I saw what he saw. I thought. And this went all the way to Big John, where Big John had to weigh in on it. And had you asked me ahead of time, are you intelligently defending yourself? If you have found a way to get to a position where the opponent cannot attack you, because that's what the walking away represented. Now, if somebody was hurt, if somebody was down and they were hurt, I have seen times in our sport where we have argued that the referee, the corner, somebody should have stopped that to get the hurt person looked at quicker, to get their concussed state of mind, to get their stitches and their bleeding, to stop that as quickly as you can so that you get that looked at. I've heard that argument. And when enough time goes by in our sport, we see enough interesting situations where if we're fair, we'll look at it and go, okay, I didn't know that, but now I do. It's a learning experience. I saw what the referee saw. I am now made aware that a person is intelligently defending themselves if they're adequately and effectively defending themselves. I'm sharing this with you guys because I'm going to trust you, like me, did not know that.